But in all honesty, harm none doesn't work, because none isn't NUN as in a nun. It's and maybe you're harming nuns, who knows? But no, I think it's more like you're gonna say free from harm or harm free. And you can say, well, isn't that the same? Isn't that like a negative action? No, you are stating that your intentions are free from harm. So your intention is free from harm, because free is a word that it understands. The subconscious mind understands. Free means you're free from negativity, or maybe you're free from positivity. I don't know. Maybe you're free from disease. For some reason, that is a valid term, and it's probably because it's been in the language a lot longer than don't, won't, not, isn't, didn't, shit like that. But anyway, so when the path of least resistance has to come to you, it's going to take the fastest way to you. It's like electricity. Think about you at your altar using your conscious mind, your male mind. You're projecting that out, okay? You're throwing it out into the universe, or into your own little bubble universe of your body, your magnetic field, whatever. This is what you want. You're putting it, trying to get into your subconscious mind, okay? And I won't talk about how it gets in your subconscious mind, but you manage to get it into your subconscious mind that this is what you want. Now, I'm not going to get into the whole programming aspect, but I'll just touch on it. And that's why this is for Magical Eyes only, because hopefully you already understand programming. Hopefully you already are depolarized enough to not judge or think of any of the things I'm saying as offensive or, rude, dickish, or anything like that, because I'm as neutral as I think I can be right now. And obviously, as I get more neutral and depolarized, I'll realize that I was pretty polarized now. Point is, though, I'm always working on becoming more depolarized, in the sense of my thinking and not judging people, and not even the people I think are pricks. I'm trying not to judge them assholes, but sometimes you gotta judge, and sometimes you gotta realize, well, even though these assholes deserve to be judged, who are you to judge? You were an asshole at one time too. But anyways, you project your fucking intention out into the universe that you want to win on every lottery ticket, every scratch ticket, bingo, keno, fucking crossword, fucking whatever you like to play. Scrabble, fuck, I can't even think of them. But you put that out in the universe, okay? Now you want that to return or go into your subconscious mind, and then in your subconscious mind, it has to play out through your unconscious, and that's assuming you have the right programming. For some reason, you've been programmed that gambling is bad, that getting lots of money or winnings or money period is the root of all evil, then this shit's not going to happen. You can get stuff in your subconscious mind all the time, but your subconscious mind can sabotage it. Your conscious mind could also block you, and that's what I'm going to talk about more than anything than the conscious mind blocking you. But the conscious mind has to have the right programs to run what you put in. It's like trying to put a Windows fucking application on Mac software. If you don't have the right thing, right conversion tool, or if it's not compatible, you can't work through it. So that's one way to look at it from that point of view. It'd be like trying to play soccer with a fucking hockey stick. You're not gonna very fucking far, right? You need fucking cleats in your feet to fucking kick the ball, and a bigger net than a fucking little hockey net, right? Because I'm telling you right now, you try to, even if you can manage to hit the fucking soccer ball with the fucking stick when you're trying to get it in a hockey net with a goalie in front, well, that goalie is pretty much the size of the fucking net, so it's also going to be very hard. Not impossible, but very hard. So you're working against the current there. You want to go with the current. To a certain point. Another video, another time. But, so that you get it in your mind, and you get it in your subconscious, and you have all the right programming, it has to play out. Okay, well, your conscious mind has to get the fuck out of the way, because your conscious mind, if it's doing something, okay, if it's thinking about what you want, if you're trying to think of a word and you can't, but it's in your subconscious mind, if you're trying to find the last place you left your keys and you can't, well, the minute you stop looking for your keys, the minute you stop trying to find that word of that movie, the minute you stop consciously breathing, your subconscious mind takes over, right? That's why breathing is uber important. I'll get into more of that in a little bit. But so if you want your manifestation to happen, you have to get it out of your subconscious mind as far away as possible from thinking about it. And that's why I say every time you think about it, add emotion to it, because then you're giving it some more electricity to get into your subconscious mind, and you're not banishing it away, or you think about it like, oh, fuck, it's probably never going to happen. It's like, well, luckily it might be a negative word and it's not going to work, and hopefully you didn't put negative emotion into it, because the never and the negative speech won't have an effect. So you're okay there. But if you went to your altar and projected what you wanted with love and gratitude, and then now you just brought it back again to your conscious mind, and now you're trying to put in your subconscious with fear and worry and, you know, not thinking it's not going to happen. Basically, you're not going to be happy about it not happening. You're not going to be like, oh, I'm so glad it didn't happen. You know what I mean? Though that would work, because the didn't is not going to compute, and you use the right emotion, so it'll come through. But that's not what you do. What you do is you think about it in a sad fucking state, and now you're using the opposite one. So more likely what you're doing is, if however you want to look at it, as either you're pulling it to yourself before, and then now with that negativity you just pushed it away, because you're using a different polarity. You're using a different polarity of energy. You know, I don't care which one you want. You have to figure that out for yourself. I already went over this in depth. I'm not going to do it because it's like 3 hours all on its own. Seriously. But one's push, one's pull. One's waxing, one's waning. One's sunrise, one's sunset. You got to figure out what that is for you. And even if you don't want to, that's fine. But understand that love and the fear emotions are two different versions. One's projection, one's receptive kind of thing in the gender sense of it. One you're pushing, one you're pulling, and you can use both to your benefit, but you can also use them both to your detriment. So if you were pulling that to you using love, let's say that's how it works for you. I think pull is more negative and push is more positive, but you know, that's for the practitioner to figure out for himself. So if you're pulling that to you and then all of a sudden you think about it and you give it the opposite electricity, you give it, instead of magnetism, you give it, you know, well, I forget what the fucking word I'm trying to find, but anyways, you're giving it the opposite electrical charge to it, well, it's gonna push it away. So that's why that can sabotage you there. So don't do that. So when you think about it, give it a positive fucking charge, a whole bunch of loving gratitude feelings. Unless you're banishing something away and you're using fear, negative, anger, emotion, well then you have to do that again when you're conscious, and you can have just as much success. In all honesty, I think that's probably the best way to do that shit. That's the best use of that polarity, that negativity. But that's a video for another time. But because you can banish, I'm not saying to treat people at Walmart who piss you off with anger or anything like that. I'm saying in a magical setting, like attracts like. So the bad shit that you gave a bad frequency, vibration to, you should almost use the same emotions to banish that shit away, because it's like attracts like. And then in the mundane, anyways, that's what I'm about to hit anyway. So assuming you did everything right, you know, every time you thought about it, you're doing a lottery ticket, you thought about losing for a second, you banished the thought, and then you accepted it with this love and gratitude, and then you go, and for an hour you get your mind off it, you go back to your ticket, and you win that money, okay? Like I said, if you end up in your statement of intent saying that you are only going to get it either in the mail or direct deposit, or because someone leaves it to you or someone gives it to you, well then you're stopping all the other ways to get to you. But there's this thing that is said that after you do ritual magic, even meditation sometimes though, you go outside and ground, okay? I think more along the lines of ritual magic, but anytime you do anything too spiritual, you should be grounding, earthing after, you know, any kind of version, at least in your head. But, you know, at the very least, you should be, you know, growing roots and getting rid of your energy through the earth and, you know, putting your mind on the grass outside. But if you can actually go outside in the grass, do it. Now, what does this do for you? Well, what does putting your feet on the ground do? Well, it's negative ions. Right now, it's raining right here. I don't know if you can see that. It's fucking raining. Well, right now, my earth that is dead from winter is getting a bunch of negative ions right now from the water coming down. That's electricity. All right, running water is electricity. Hydro water, the waterfall. That's, you know, earth gives you the same negative ions, but water hitting earth gives you even more negative ions, okay? Having a little fountain in your house is a negative ion generator. Now, you can buy a negative ion generator from anywhere from like $50 to $300. Good, healthy for you, but running water like your shower, anything like that, that's negative ions. It's good for you. So, anyways, going outside, putting your feet on the earth, especially on a day today with water there, woo, it's like adding, you know, electricity to water. It'll kill you faster, right? That's positive and negative, but still, well, that's probably why it kills you. But Point is, negative ions, use them every way you can. If you can go outside in the rain, you can handle it, and it's nice, fucking do it, man. You're gonna feel like $1,000,000 if you can get past that cold feeling, that shock. But anyways, negative ions even out your body. For electricity to hit you, what is the lightning trying to do? It's trying to find its quickest way to the ground, right? Path of least resistance. The lightning's trying to find the quickest way. So you projected your fucking what you want up. And that lightning of manifestation is trying to find its way to you. Go outside and ground and get hit by your own fucking lightning. That's what I'm telling you to do. You're going outside, you're grounding, you're getting a bunch of negative ions. You're putting yourself in the receptive state. Gender, what is the earth? She is female. Just like water is female, right? These are female. What mindset did I say you have to get in after? You are in the conscious mind projecting onto your subconscious. Well, now you have to be in the unconscious gender state. I'm not saying you have to go in a trance-like state or anything like that. I'm saying use the earth as a way to get you in a receptive mind. So you're able to receive your manifestation and you will speed it up. It will happen faster. The more you can forget about it and go and put your feet on the earth and be in a loving, receiving, neutral state even, you'll get your thing faster. But if you're consciously thinking about it, it can't come to you. Because it's one last thing for the subconscious to do if you're consciously thinking about it. Your subconscious has got enough fucking work to do. It's got to keep your body temperature at a certain thing. It's got to pump the blood to your body. If you're a mouth breather, your organs are already not getting enough oxygen. So a little bit of oxygen your lungs are getting in because you're not breathing deep enough or for the right amount. And you're not getting rid of enough carbon dioxide out of all your organs. So they're already all stressed. As long as you probably feel stressed for no reason. Well, it's because your body's stressed because you're not fucking breathing right. But anyways, a little bit of oxygen your lungs does have. It has to have enough for itself to keep breathing. And then you take it over consciously and you don't do it, right? For fuck's sakes. And it's better off doing it by itself. Trust me. At least then you're at least breathing in through your nose and then probably breathing out through your mouth. But you really got to get into the habit of training your body to only breathe through your nose. So that's all you do. But anyways. So if you go outside, you put your feet on the grass and you're in that negative state, it's the best thing you can do. When you're consciously thinking about your what you just did, your subconscious is not going to work on it. It's got enough to do. It's got to give a little bit of oxygen, save half of it for its lungs to work properly, the other half to spread out throughout your whole body. And this is why your body doesn't produce enough cells to make the right organs to keep it going. So you need to add electrolytes to your fucking water, high alkaline foods as well, high alkaline water. That's what electrolytes are. The more negative your water is, the more positivity it is for your body, basically. The more electricity you have for your body to run properly. And you also need air in there. And you need to get rid of carbon dioxide out of your body. But anyways, this is a very important thing, and I'll probably get into it in my next video. And if you're consciously thinking about something, then your subconscious will not work on it. Like I said, it's got enough to do. And this is the nature of the human body, okay? Magic, witchcraft, the like, is understanding how we work. It's getting probably just the tip of the iceberg, but at least that much is more knowledge than anybody else has who believes in Christian and one God and everything else like that. The knowledge that we know is that we can put stuff in our subconscious mind, and if we can forget it, get into our conscious state, be receiving, be grateful, use polarity, the 7 hermetic principles, then we can get this to play out through our body unconsciously. Because everything plays out unconsciously. You don't have to think about the words you learned a long time ago. They're just there and you can use them. When you want to use a word, you use the word. But your subconscious is the one that gets it ready for you to use. And, anyways, you don't have to relearn how to walk. You don't have to relearn how to go to sleep, breathe, all this shit. Wave your hands around. You wave your hand around, but you don't know how it's happening. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know what your body has to do to engage that muscle and to move that fucking limb up and all that other shit. You have no idea what that takes to do. You don't need to no. You just need to trust, believe, and know your subconscious mind can and will do all that for you. So what you need to know is that how to put things in your subconscious. That's what you need to know how to do. And then you need to know how to get into the female receiving gender state to receive your manifestation. And that means you're putting in a habit that you want to happen. You want the habit of getting money, winning money off of every ticket. You want that to play out in your life. So you have to be in that unconscious state for it to play out, is what I'm trying to say. Because you can't consciously be in the unconscious state. Can't happen. Impossible.